Hello, everybody. Um, in this episode, we're going to talk about fear. Fear is the mind toxin we call fear. It's a terrible thing. Now, it looks like, unfortunately, today that the fear is become an instrument for the manipulation. But it's not that our interest on talking about. We are talking about fear is a very bad toxins of the mind, which cause tremendous stress, cause brain tension, and cause some other problems. We're going to talk about them. So people just sometimes they lie because the fear. You see how those toxins, they go together sometimes. Sometimes they lie because they are afraid of something. So the fear just brings on some other toxin. Doesn't go by itself. Besides the fact that disturb the mechanics of processing information, disturb the decision taken, disturb very much, which is much more, disturb the quality of our life, and disturb us from fulfilling our destiny, our plan of life. So it's disturb our road towards certain goal that we want to do. It just it caused tremendous damage all over the place. Did you guys know that fear is responsible of anxiety or of panic attacks? Some people which are really controlled by fear, because some people are controlled more, some people less. Some people are infested with fear more, some people infested with fear less. The one infested with fear more, in general, could be the ladies, because there is a hormonal activity, so they are hit much more by that fear. So they go easier in a panic attack. You see, so it caused tremendous mess up in our life quality. So let's go a little bit in a not very deep, but in the superficial level that is easy for anybody to understand. First of all, so fear, we have to rebuild up different way to live that is as a result of fear. You are afraid to do what you like to do, so don't do it what you like to do. You do something else. It's this way it just affect your plan, your destiny, your plan of life. This way stops you to do what you want to do, what you like to do. Now, when you stop to do what you like to do, then mean is in our mind, in our brain, it just starts setting in some frustrations. Now, if you do what you like to do, so this is the way that our brain gets relaxed, because it's the fulfilling sentiment, sensation, a feeling. Now, when you do what you like and after you accomplish, you have a special feeling which relaxes your brain. So if you don't do what you like, so you don't have that kind of feeling, that fulfilling feeling, sentiment and feeling. So this way the brain doesn't relax, remain tense. So tension today, tension tomorrow, tension after tomorrow, I mean, remain stressed, right? I mean, so that build up, so then it causes tremendous brain tension, which this is the secondary cause of the problem, which affect the entire body, especially the area where it's already a little problem. So sometimes you just probably notice that suddenly, boom, you feel afraid by something, right? So when you do that, you feel that right away, if you have back problem, the back hurting. When you have a sensitive and you suffer of headaches or migraines, when you go into this shock, because the fear causes shock. When you go into shock, the headache starts. When you have a neck tension, right? Now, when certainly you are hit by a fear, I would say that fear shock, then the neck gets suddenly tense and you start having neck pain. You see, it's a fear, it's a tremendous enemy of mental health and the whole body health. See, so, but there is some other aspect. Now, people that are suffered by the fears, they just being afraid to say this, being afraid to say that, being afraid to do this, being afraid to do that. So the fear increases if you don't stop it. It increases, goes bigger and bigger and greater, and just stop your quality of life, as I just said before. But what happened? In looking for different angle, you just create like a wall around you, built up by the fear, afraid not to be attacked, not to be affected. So in other words, you build up like a jail, and you become your own prisoner. Yeah, you see? So you become your own prisoner in your own jail, built up by you, because the fear. You are afraid of this, you are afraid of that. So, of course, most of the time, there is no reason to be afraid. If you live honest and simple and, clean life, there is never reason to be afraid. And also, if you don't take serious the people that are trying to control us, injecting with the fear, so, then it's a lot of manipulation with this. The media does that. Not because they want, because they receive order to do that. So, you see, so we have to know those things, and we should not take it serious. We should, well, sometimes there is some real things, but very often, or most of the time, no. It's just mechanics. It's just an instrument. So be aware of that one. We're going to talk in some other chapter how we can fight against those toxins, because fear is a tremendous toxin. So you see that how by fear you build up a wall because you are afraid for so many things. So then you're building up a wall and you are inside those walls, right? So then you build up a prison. Those walls, they are a prison, and you become your own prisoner. Of course, not everybody, feels this, but many people who really are very much controlled, their mind, their brain function, their personality afterward is controlled by these terrible mental toxins. Yeah. So if you really realize that you, especially with the ladies, but even the men, you just have a attack of panics or anxiety. So you have to know. Yeah, you take some pills, you take some, some antihistaminic things and so on. So this solves the problem for the moment, the symptom, right? But we have to look in our mind. Wait a minute. But why happened that? And you try to work on that one. Now, later on, we'll talk about, I just promised, we're going to talk about how we're going to have a discussion how we can fight against those toxins, right? The fear may be one of them. It is going to be one of them. So you see that is very good. Any of those toxins, okay, they attack us, but we have to learn how we should remove them, how we should attack them, how we should get rid of them. You see, my dear friends. Yes, so all those fears, push up to the other extreme, which cause tremendous tension, which cause tremendous brain pressure. At one point, it causes stress. After all, it's a tremendous source of stress. Not only that affect our thinking process, affect our decision, the quality of the decision, affect our quality of our life, but even the quality of our being, it be affected by these tremendous toxins. Unfortunately, it being used more and more and more for people who doesn't realize what do they do with the regular people. Okay, my friends, that's all about fear. There is much more to talk about, but we just cover up the basic. Later on, we're going to go into that one more, okay? So I let you well, and please meditate and think about this terrible toxin, and try to try to push it away and don't let yourself to be, governed, controlled by this. All the best.